Honorable Chairman NEPRA, authority members, and audience, Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. I, Javeria Jafar, with my co-host Heather Ali, welcome you all at second NEPRA CSR Awards 2022. We'll formally start the ceremony with Tilawat al-Quran.
अल्लाह के नाम से जो बड़ा मेहरबान निहायत रहम वाला है। सूरत अत-तकासुर।
अल्हाकुमुत-तकासुर।
ज्यादा से ज्यादा की चाहत ने तुम्हें गाफिल कर दिया है।
हत्ता ज़ुरतुमुल मक़ाबिर।
यहां तक कि तुम कब्रों में जा पहुंचे।
कल्ला सौफ तअलमून।
हरगिज नहीं, अनकरीब तुमको मालूम हो जाएगा।
सुम्मा कल्ला सौफ तअलमून।
फिर हरगिज नहीं, अनकरीब तुमको मालूम हो जाएगा।
कल्ला लौ तअलमून इल्मल यकीन।
हरगिज नहीं, अगर तुम यकीनी इल्म की हैसियत से जानते होते।
लतरवुन्नल जहीम।
तुम लाजिमन जहन्नम देख कर रहोगे।
सुम्मा लतरवुन्नहा ऐनल यकीन।
फिर तुम बिल्कुल यकीन के साथ उसे देख लोगे।
सुम्मा लतुस्अलुन्न यौमइज़िन अनिन नईम।
फिर जरूर उस रोज तुमसे नेमतों के बारे में पूछा जाएगा।
सदक़ल्लाहुल अज़ीम।
Please rise from your positions for national anthem.
Under the visionary leadership of Chairman NEPRA, Mr. Tausif H. Farooqi, NEPRA started its CSR drive, Power with Prosperity, 2 years back, and all the licensees wholeheartedly contributed their share for the development and prosperity of local communities. In this regard, a comprehensive assessment of NEPRA licensees was carried out to identify the top performers contributing in NEPRA CSR drive, Power with Prosperity, and in order to honor the top performers, we are all gathered here to celebrate NEPRA's second CSR Awards for the year 2022.
I feel so honored to have many dignitaries here with us of our licensees, with social welfare organizations and others. So in the beginning, I would like to call upon Chairman NEPRA for the opening remarks of the ceremony.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. When I came and joined NEPRA 3 years, 4 months back, I shared my thoughts with my colleagues, and they agreed with that many sitting in this room, they are the best brains that we have in Pakistan, leading the power sector of Pakistan. But I also wanted to prove to my colleagues that not only you guys have the best brains, you also have the best hearts. And I'm so happy to share that today we have the second NEPRA CSR Awards ceremony, and the numbers that I'm going to show you, they are absolutely staggering. This is mind-boggling. When we started this initiative 2 years back, nobody in their wildest dreams could have imagined that 2 years after this initiative will be standing in this position, because I was constantly threatened by everybody around me that this is not gonna fly, because we can't ask our licensees to invest in the CSR arena. But as I said, I had this conviction that it's but natural, the same God who makes the best brain, he also makes the best hearts as well. And he is not stingy at all. He doesn't mind combining these two together in the same body. And I am so happy that I am proven absolutely right. And I also tell you that I have never imagined the results will be this staggering. So I congratulate you all on this, and for being here. And it is always pleasure dealing with you all guys. And I respect all of you who are sitting here. And please convey my message to all the CEOs who have not come today. I'm actually surprised that so many seats are vacant, because I was given the impression that probably we have more guests than our capacity. But anyhow, if these seats remain vacant, you can always call more of our employees, because they are anxious to join us. So in last 2 years, since we started CSR initiative, and we call it Power with Prosperity, as I said that, let me again reiterate that I'm extremely thankful to my team, CSR team. Mehroz is leading that. Where is Mehroz? Javeria is assisting Mehroz. And one more guy who's one of the most competent assistant, I would say, in their team is Sami. Sami. I asked him to stand there because he is more well dressed today than Chairman NEPRA even. So he looks more like the groom. So so the results I would like to share with you is that almost 33.2 billion rupees of financing we could be able to muster in this CSR arena in the last 2 years. And it is, I think this requires a clap, because a huge clap, because and mind it, this is not coming from the tariff that is NEPRA is giving to you. This is coming straight from the profits of all these organizations. So spending this kind of money is really huge. And we had almost total 963 new projects, which has impacted almost 48.5 million people. These numbers are new given to me today. That's why I couldn't remember them. Otherwise, you all know that I don't like seeing and reading somewhere from somewhere. So almost total jobs that have been created are almost, why it is that number is not there? It's 33,000 plus jobs have been created, out of which almost 9,272 jobs are for females. So this is again a huge number, And this is a contribution of all the power sector, made the generation, transmission, or distribution companies all over Pakistan. One more initiative, Power with Prosperity initiative that we have taken with Akhuat Foundation, and I can see our friends are sitting there. We could be able to dish out 234 loans to people who have gotten the electricity the very first time on their rooftop. I can see that people are still coming. Please take your seats. So these numbers were definitely not possible had it not been because of your, I would not say just support, rather very passionate support for the Power with Prosperity initiative of NEPRA. So I'm again thankful, and hopefully this will be my last CSR Awards, and I only hope and wish this legacy that I have created will continue. But anyhow, I pray for myself that I am not heading that next year, but someone else taking my place will hopefully continue with this. But anyhow, let's enjoy today's achievements. So Melrose is going to talk more on how we are capturing all this information from all over Pakistan, right from north to south of Pakistan, from generation, transmission, and distribution businesses. And most importantly, what is the criteria? What is that magic criteria that we have set ourselves for the evaluation of all the companies who are going to be rewarded or awarded today? And the idea is, as I have been telling you guys, and everybody probably knows that I lived in Abu Dhabi for 20 years. And one thing that I've noticed, that they cherish, they celebrate, they put gratitude to their heroes like anything. And I believe that is the difference between bunch of people living in a country and the nations. So we are trying in NEPRA to honor all the heroes who have made it possible today. One last thing that I would like to say, while being a chairman NEPRA, one thing I always miss is a boss. Because we being the authority as such, we don't have any boss. So I was thinking, I didn't want to make it political. I wanted to make it apolitical, a very limited, exclusive invitation for our industry. So I thought, who should I invite as a guest of honor? So then I thought I should invite the natural boss I have, my wife, Iram Tausif. So with this, I'll probably you'll see a lot of me again and again, and please bear with me. We also have, I especially welcome our two sisters coming all the way from Karachi. That is called a Roshni Baji initiative. And that is a fantastic initiative taken by KE. And they have come all the way from Karachi to share their experiences. And let me leave it here, and they will tell you, they will sort of unravel as to what achievements they have made so far. So with this, I hand over the stage to Melrose, and I'll see you later. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. So with the CSR Power with Prosperity drive, so I'm going to talk about the CSR data portal. We have got the UN SDGs as our focus areas, and we have encouraged all of our licensees to come and participate in the Power with Prosperity drive by making impact investments under the 17 SDGs. With this, we have also invited the social welfare organizations working all over Pakistan to get registered at our CSR portal. So what happens is the power companies, they are not experts in building schools or hospitals. So what we have done is we have enabled them to get in touch with the social welfare organizations that are working in health sector, education sector, building awareness and other activities. So they can take help from those organizations and carry out projects for better impact with their investment in social welfare side. So, so far now, we have got 40 social welfare organizations with us, and there's a total number of 287 licenses that have registered at the portal. Next. So this is the summary that we get at our portal. So you can see that, I mean, there are different areas that we see where the investment is coming, how many projects are there, what is the impact on jobs that in these areas that investment is creating, and then how much spending is being done in those areas. Next. Next up, we also have the information of what project is being carried out in which area of the country. So we can see, like, I mean, we also get a snapshot of which area is performing better in sort of CSR projects. Sindh is leading the charts with 193 projects. Spending, there is a total of 2,127 millions of PKR millions spent in Punjab. Then we have got CSR beneficiaries. So Sindh is leading the charts over there. Then we have got jobs, employment. Sindh has created more jobs than anyone else. Then local jobs, then women jobs. So this is a snapshot of what we have, what sort of data we have at our end. Next, please. So this is the most amazing thing that we have done. So we have got a representation of sustainable development goals all across Pakistan. So just, I mean, if we want to pick like SDG number 1, no poverty, health, quality education. So we at NEPRA can tell how much investment is being done in which SDG, and we can track where is the project, what sort of impact does it have on the local communities. So that is like the most amazing thing that we sort of have here with our portal. Next, please. So there is this next, it goes till 17. Next, please. Yeah, so this is probably the more familiar side that you guys get to see at our website. So we update it regularly. So these are the numbers as Chairman Saab has already explained to everybody here. So we've got like 963 projects, more than 48 million people getting benefited, 33 billion of investment, and jobs, almost 51.5 thousand jobs. Yeah. So as Chairman Saab was talking about the assessment criteria, so for this year in particular, we have considered these parameters for assessing our licenses that we'll be awarding later in this ceremony. So we have got CSR policy, we get into details of these things, and then we have got jobs created, how many beneficiaries are there with, associated to a project and the company that is submitting the data. Then we have got a special category of gender equity. So we have got given special focus on gender equity and climate change. So it means extra marks to all the licenses that are spending in women equity, gender equity and climate change. And we've got the total volume of spending that also creates a difference. Thank you. That's all from me for the portal. I'll hand over to Javeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, with the background of NEPRA CSR initiative, I would like you all to go through a small video clip of NEPRA CSR journey this year. NEPRA Power with Prosperity Fund. NEPRA began its CSR drive with its flagship program, Power with Prosperity Fund, and it has achieved wonders within a short span of 2 years. For this, I would like to call upon Mr. Shehzad Akram, Chief Credit Officer from Akhuat, to tell us about this program.
Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Shehzad Akram and I'm from Akhuat. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. Actually, I'm here on behalf of Dr. Muhammad Amjad Saqib, who is the founder of Akhuat Foundation. Actually, he was not available in Pakistan today, so he asked me to join this event. So thank you so much for inviting me here. In 2021, the chairman NEPRA, Mr. Tausif Haider Farooqi Saab, taking this initiative and discussed with Dr. Amjad regarding a very wonderful project to give the small interest-free loans to the community where they are giving small amount of money for their businesses and for the household purposes. So in 2021, this project was initiated. So what is the Akhuat and why we have collaborated under this flagship program of NEPRA CSR Public Prosperity? So Akhuat is a name which we derive from the inspiration of Holy Prophet. When he migrated from Makkah to Medina, he reached there and they created a bond between the haves and have-nots. And the people who migrated with the Holy Prophet, they reached there. And the example which is created by our Holy Prophet, actually we are following the teaching of that particular example. So Akhuat was started in 2001 with the objective of providing small interest-free loans to the marginalized community so that they can move ahead in their life. Akhuat is a registered organization. Since inception 2001, it was a society. It was registered in the Society Registration Act. And in 2015, due to the change of regulation, we have been asked by the government to transform our microfinance portfolio to a regular company. So in 2015, Akhuat was registered as a non-for-profit organization, as a non-banking microfinance company. And the basic idea was that to give these small loans to the needy people. Next. Our basic vision is to create a poverty-free society. And our mission is to achieve that vision through the microfinancing. So microfinancing is not our ultimate destination. It's a way to reach to our ultimate destination. So we want to create a society where everybody can live happily and can share whatever they have with each other. The problems that we are facing right now in the terms of poverty, that how the poverty can be removed, how the poverty can be eliminated and can be reduced. We personally believe, being the part of Akhuat, that the only solution which is taught by our Holy Prophet is a sharing. We personally believe that sharing is the only solution where we can reduce poverty. There are so many institutions, so many scholars, researchers coming all over the world to Akhuat and just trying to capture the information that how Akhuat is dealing with the poverty and how the poverty can be removed. So we believe that we are not inventing the wheel once again. We are just following the teaching of Holy Prophet, where we are just giving the opportunity for the haves to grab the hands of the have-nots. So this is the basic idea. So this is our vision. We want to create a poverty-free society. And the mission is, through interest-free loan, we believe that we can achieve our goal very quickly, inshallah. Please, next. So there are 5 core basic principles of Akhuat. The first is the interest-free. We don't charge any interest and we don't pay any interest. It's a Sharia-based organization right now, alhamdulillah. And we use the existing religious infrastructure. It could be a mosque, it could be a mandir, it could be any religious places. We use for the participation of the beneficiary. They come to us, we meet with the beneficiary into the mosque. We deliver our ownership by sitting into the mosque. So it gives us sense of responsibility and some spiritual effect while we call our beneficiary into the mosque. And the third one is spirit of volunteerism. We believe that our vision cannot be achieved unless the society take the ownership to become the volunteers. So volunteer means to work for the will of Allah. And we personally believe that the board of directors and all the other professionals, those who are attached with the Huwat, I'm the fully paid employee for Huwat actually, but our board of directors and there's so many other professionals, they don't charge a single penny from a Huwat. They work for the voluntary purpose of a Huwat, sir. And the fourth one is transforming borrowers or donors. We wish and we give the idea to our beneficiary that today you are getting some money, small amount of money from a Huwat for doing those small business, right? So you save 1 penny or 2 penny for somebody else who are far behind from you also. So just give that amount as a donation to those beneficiaries, those people, those who can waiting for your hope, your support. And the last one is the non-discrimination of caste, color, and creed. Next. So this is overall progress from inception till date. 5.6 million interest-free loan has been given. 186 billion rupees has been injected into the society. And more than 800 branch offices, 57% males and 43% females. And most important thing is our recovery percentage is more than 99%. Alhamdulillah. Next. So as I mentioned that this project was started, this initiative was started in 2021, and where the 4 licensee has been invited and they have collaborated with the Huwat and they provided a small amount of money for establishment of their dedicated pool. And that pool is managed by a Huwat independently, where we are providing small amount of money for the purchase of small solar system at their household or for the small businesses. So that was the basic idea behind this collaboration. Next. So right now the 4 licenses have been signed MOU with the Huwat, one of the like K Electric, Anglo Energy Limited, Port Adu and Port Qasim Limited. Next. Next. In this particular project, with the help of the 4 licensee, we have raised around 30 million Pakistani rupee under that particular project. Yes. So this is a consolidated progress that right now 234 interest-free small loans for the purchase of small solar system has been given. 30 million has been actually disbursed, and 35.7 million actually has been disbursed. 30 million has been the fund. 30 to 35 million is the mean that the amount has been dispersed and it recovers, and again it is dispersed. So 30 million has been created, but the total disbursement has reached to 35.7 million. 58 branches have been involved in the different provinces of Pakistan. And the most important thing that the recovery percentage of this particular project is 100%, which is a great achievement. Next. So these are the few businesses. There are so many, but I have drawn few businesses where people are getting money for the purchase of small solar system. There are the tailor shops, there are grocery shops, hairdresser, beauty salon, fish farming, private school, service stations, and some household purposes. So these are the basic types of usage where the people are getting money and using that particular loans for their businesses. Next. So under K Electric, as I mentioned, that 45 interest-free loan has been given. They have given 7.5 million rupees and the whole amount has been utilized. 12 branches are in using that money, and different areas are, have been covered under this particular project. And the rate of recovery is again 100%, mashallah. Please. So next is in Anglo. Anglo has donated around 7.5 million to a Huwat, and now the total disbursement has reached to 8.7 million. 54 interest-free loan has been given, and again, it is 100% recovery. The next. So Capco, under Capco, we have received 5 million Pakistani rupee, and the disbursement has reached to 7.8 million. 65 interest-free loan has been given in the Kota vicinity, and in which three beneficiaries are the female. And again, alhamdulillah, by the grace of Allah, 100% is the recovery of that particular project also. Next. So not last but not the least, the Port Qasim, we have received 10 million Pakistani rupees from them. 11.7 million has been dispersed, 70 interest-free loan has been given, 2 loan has been given to females, and 38 branches are involved. Again, alhamdulillah, the recovery is 100%. Next. So these are the few pictures that we please move karte rahe. Next. So these are the few snapshots of the beneficiary, those who are using that small amount of money for the solar systems in different areas of Pakistan. So once again, thank you so much for giving this opportunity, and I'm extremely grateful and feel honored. And thank you so much, sir, for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, I would request Chairman NEPRA to please come upon the stage for the distribution of appreciation certificates to Akhwat and our licensees who joined hands with Akhwat in this plan. First of all, Team Akhwat, please. Team K Electric, please. Anglo Energy. And Port Qasim. Hmm.
Power with Prosperity aims at an inclusive social development wherein the organizations working for social welfare have joined hands with NEPRA licensees to work on United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Today, we have called few top organizations to honor their work in collaboration with NEPRA licensees. Have a look at some short videos and how tremendous the work that they are doing.
Is marriage her only hope? Will he remain displaced forever? Is life one tireless job after another? Will it ever get easier for them? Crisis after crisis affects the continuity of learning for vulnerable children. The devastating floods have disrupted the education of 3.5 million children in Pakistan. Help TCF bring these children back to school and save their education.
When I was taking a walk down to Civil Hospital, I was pretty shocked to see what I saw.
Pediatric emergency room of Civil Hospital used to be in shambles, and really an awful place to be in for not only children but for adults as well.
When we wanted to renovate it, we figured out existing structure at that time was very fragile. And in order to build the new one, we needed to raise money. And in order to raise money, we needed to have a platform. And the platform then became the Child Life Foundation.
जैसे भी लोग आते हैं हमारी पूरी कोशिश होती है कि हम उनको अकोमोडेट करें, उनका ख्याल रखें। वो आपके साथ जैसा भी बिहेव करे, अटेंडेंट है वो परेशानी में है, लेकिन बीइंग अ नर्स आपने उनके साथ हमेशा पोलाइट ही बिहेव करना है।
मेरे बच्चे को काफ़ी अरसे से ये मोशन वगैरह और उल्टियाँ इसकी चल रही थी, काफ़ी डॉक्टरों को मैं दिखा चुका हूँ। जब मैं वहाँ लेकर गया बच्चे को तो माशाल्लाह से बहुत ही बेहतर लगा, बहुत ही बेहतरीन सफाई सुथराई और माशाल्लाह से डॉक्टरों की इतनी खुश अखलाकी से बात करने का, नर्सों का। बंदा बोले कि मैं अपने घर में बैठा हूँ, जैसा कोई अपना ही किसी का खिदमत करता है।
Child Life Foundation is managing 12 children emergency rooms across Sindh, Balochistan and Punjab in tertiary care hospitals where the sickest and poorest children are treated. Child Life's 12th ER recently opened at PIMS Hospital, Islamabad, where children from Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan are getting free and quality emergency care 24/7.
To our supporters, I would like to say that keep your humanism alive. Keep giving. At the same time, whenever you're contributing, do ask the question that if you have only $1 or ₹1 left in your wallet, if you have only 1 second or 1 minute left on your clock, try to invest it in the next generation, in the future of Pakistan.
डिसेबल वेलफेयर एसोसिएशन 2002 से कामयाबी के साथ पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज यानी अफराद बहाम माजूरीन के लिए काम कर रहा है। DWA के मुख्तलिफ कामयाब प्रोजेक्ट्स में से एक बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट पाकिस्तान इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर नेटवर्क है। में अपने तर्ज का पहला इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर नुमाइश में वाक़ है, जो कि पाकिस्तान इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर नेटवर्क का पहला कामयाब तरीन इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर है। ये IL सेंटर 4 मंजिला इमारत पर मुश्तमिल है। बिल्डिंग में दाखिल होते ही रिसेप्शन मौजूद है, जहां पर हर विजिटर की बेहतर तरीके से रहनुमाई की जाती है। IL सेंटर की ग्राउंड फ्लोर पर मौजूद वसी हॉल रूम में अफराद बहाम माजूरीन की ग्रुप काउंसलिंग के साथ साथ कंडेंस सिलेबस की मदद से इनकी तालीम का अमल आसान बनाया जा रहा है। हॉल रूम के बाद बाकायदा ऑफिस रूम मौजूद है, जहां पर पूरे इदारे की डॉक्यूमेंटेशन और कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंस की जाती है। यहां से हम आगे की जानिब जाते हैं तो एक्सपीरियंस एंड पीयर काउंसलिंग रूम फॉर वुमेन विद डिसेबिलिटीज मौजूद है। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर की फर्स्ट फ्लोर पर मेल गेस्ट हाउस फॉर पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज बनाया गया है। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर की सेकंड फ्लोर पर CP यानी सेरेब्रल पैल्सी डिपार्टमेंट है, जहां पर CP पेशेंट की फिजियोथेरेपी और स्पीच थेरेपी की जाती है। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर की थर्ड फ्लोर पर DWA सस्टेनेबल प्रोजेक्ट यानी मिनी गारमेंट फैक्ट्री बनाई गई है, जो पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज के लिए रोजगार का जरिया भी है। और इसी सिलसिले में मजीद DWA ने अपने होम बेस यूजर को घर बैठे रोजगार हासिल करने के लिए सिलाई मशीन और जॉकी मशीन फराहम की हैं। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर की फोर्थ फ्लोर पर वाव चैनल स्टूडियो है, जो कि एशिया का वाहिद चैनल है विच इज रन बाय PWDs एंड फॉर PW। लिविंग सेंटर में मौजूद एक और बेहतरीन सर्विस जो कि अपनी नौयत की एक मुनफरिद सर्विस है, वो है पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज को सैलून सर्विसेज फराहम करना। यहाँ पर मौजूद प्रॉपर सैलून सेटअप पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज को बेहतरीन सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करता है और साथ साथ अटेंडिंग सर्विसेज के जरिए उन्हें रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में फाल बनाया जाता है। लिविंग सेंटर की हालिया बड़ी कामयाबी इसका इंक्लूसिव कंप्यूटर लैब है, जिसकी इनफरादियत ये है कि यहाँ पर न सिर्फ पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज को कंप्यूटर कोर्सेज की तालीम दी जाती है, बल्कि साथ ही साथ पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज नॉन डिसेबल्ड लोगों को कंप्यूटर सिखा रहे हैं, जो कि अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी कामयाबी है। मोबिलिटी वर्कशॉप DWA का आलमी शोहरत याफ्ता एक कामयाब सब प्रोजेक्ट है, जहां पर पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज कस्टमाइज्ड व्हील चेयर्स, बाय और ट्राई मोटरसाइकिल्स मैन्युफैक्चर कर रहे हैं। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर में पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटीज के लिए पिकनिक और आउटरीच एक्टिविटीज के जरिए इनकी सोशलाइजेशन की जा रही है। इंडिपेंडेंट लिविंग सेंटर की ये इमारत अपनी नौयत की वाहिद और मुनफरिद इमारत है, जहां जिंदगी के तमाम शोबों में अफराद बहा माजूरीन की शमूलियत के लिए नुमाया इक़दाम किए जा रहे हैं।
2003 में मैंने गुमशुदा बच्चों की तलाश के लिए काम स्टार्ट किया। उस वक्त पाकिस्तान में गुमशुदा बच्चों के हवाले से कोई भी इदारा काम नहीं करता था। मैंने गुमशुदा बच्चों की तलाश के लिए यूनिक स्ट्रेटेजी डिजाइन की। हर गली मोहल्ले में खास मुकामात की निशानदेही की, जैसे कि एग्जिट पॉइंट और एंट्री पॉइंट। वो लोग जो गली मोहल्लों में मौजूद होते हैं, जैसा कि पान वाला, कोई दूध वाला, होटल्स के वेटर्स हैं, ख्वाजा सरा है, या कोई और ऐसे लोग जो वहाँ हमेशा मौजूद होते हैं, इन लोगों को हमने अपनी टीम का हिस्सा बनाया और उनको इस बात की ट्रेनिंग दी कि वो गुमशुदा बच्चों की तलाश के लिए हमारे साथ कैसे मिलकर काम कर सकते हैं। गुमशुदा बच्चों की रिकवरी एंड सर्च के अलावा भी हमारे दीगर प्रोग्राम हैं, जैसा कि गुमशुदा बच्चों की फैमिलीज को साइकोलॉजिकल सपोर्ट फराम करना, उनको कानूनी मदद फराम करना। ऐसी फैमिलीज जिनके बच्चे खो जाते हैं, वो बहुत से मसाइल उनके साथ जन्म ले लेते हैं। दीगर मसाइल के हल के लिए हमारा ये भी काम होता है कि हम कुछ और इदारों के साथ भी उनको कनेक्ट करवाएं, ताकि उनके मसाइल कम से कम हो सके। हम अब तक 5400 से ज्यादा गुमशुदा बच्चों को तलाश कर चुके हैं और अब तक 20,000 से ज्यादा खानदानों को इनके बच्चों की तलाश में मदद कर चुके हैं।
मैं एक एक लम्हा नहीं भूल सकती। 3 साल नहीं है मेरे लिए, तो जैसे कि एक एक दिन क़यामत का दिन गुजर रहा है। ये 26 अगस्त 2017 को अगवा हुई है मेन गेट से। यही सर नहीं पता चला आज तक, क्योंकि कोई रोने की चीखने की इसकी आवाज भी नहीं हुई। रोशनी हेल्पलाइन ने जब से हमारा साथ दिया, उसके बाद पुलिस वाले भी फोन करते हैं, चल के हमारे दरवाजे तक ही आते हैं। पहले उन्होंने कभी हमें न फोन किया, न ये पता था कि हमारे बच्चे का केस चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा है। मैं कहती हूँ अल्लाह पाक उन लोगों पे ये दिन गुजारे कि पता चले कि बच्चों का दर्द क्या होता है, माँ की जुदाई क्या होती है। पूरे कराची शहर में जिसने जो जगह बताई, वो कभी जिंदगी में नहीं देखी। इस बच्ची की खातिर उन घरों में चल के गए। मैं सबसे हाथ जोड़कर अपील करती हूँ कि एक माँ की फरियाद सुने और मेरी ये बच्ची जहाँ भी इसको देखे, रोशनी हेल्पलाइन से रब्ता कर लें 1138 पे।
पाकिस्तान में हर साल हजारों बच्चे गुमशुदा हो जाते हैं। इन मासूम बच्चों की तलाश का काम जारी रखने के लिए हमें आपकी मदद चाहिए। रोशनी हेल्पलाइन को डोनेट करें, गुमशुदा बच्चों की तलाश का हिस्सा बने।
दूर के सितारों से पहचान हो गई, जाग जाग के मंजिल आसान हो गई। बांध ली एक नई दोस्ती, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम, 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 पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम। जिस तरफ निकल आए दरिया पलट गए, राह के सभी कांटे रास्ते से हट गए। दूसरा इस तरह है कोई, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम। तूने ऐसा किया है काम, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम। तेरे जैसा नहीं है नाम, पाकिस्तानी तुझे सलाम।
To distribute the certificates among our top performing social welfare organizations, I would like to call upon three honorable officers from NEPRA. First of all, Mr. Naveed Ilahi Sheikh, Director General NEPRA. First of all, Child Life Foundation. Sure, sure. Following them, the Citizens Foundation, please. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. For the second round, Mr. Irfan Gill, Legal Advisor, NEPRA, please. Roshni Helpline. Selani Welfare Trust. Thank you so much, sir. And finally, Mr. Meroz Rafiq, CSR Head for the distribution. First of all, Disabled Welfare Organization. We'll go to them. Please give them a huge round of applause, please. JDC Foundation. And finally, Page Foundation, Pakistan Alliance for Girls Education. Hmm. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Now, our next segment. In the year 2022, Pakistan got hit with the worst flood of times. The terrible natural disasters most affected Sindh and Balochistan. Over 33 million people have been affected and 1/3 of the country was underwater. 72 out of 160 districts were considered to be the disaster zones by government. In this hour of need, living up to our CSR expectations and as per the directives of Chairman NEPRA, our licenses stood by those that were hit most and pull all their efforts in flood relief activities. Today, we have few top performing licensees here with us who performed very well in the flood relief activities. Let's have a small package. Let's have a look at a small package to see their work.
स्टिकर लगाना पड़ता है ना, कपड़ा हाथ में रख ले, कपड़ा साफ करके लगा ले। लोडिंग में स्टिकर लग रहे हैं और ये लोडिंग हो रही है।
Well, these pictorials certainly show us how resilient and caring we are as a nation. Regardless of our repeat problems, we have always found a way to stand up shoulder to shoulder with organizations and help those who are truly in need of our help. It really shows the best of Pakistanis and Pakistan. I would now request the chairman, Mr. Tausif Farooqi, to please come forward and distribute certificates to those who have showed. First and foremost, JDW Sugar Mills Private Limited. Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission. Nasta Green Energy Private Limited. Nasta Green Energy Private Limited. Sindh Transmission and Dispatch Company. Last but not the least, K Electric.
I think it will be an injustice if I don't say a few words here. We all know that we had a catastrophic flood episode in Pakistan, and we called upon all our licensees, and these are the top 5 companies who in almost no time, it's not that they have actually moved on our call. I'm quite sure they are very responsible organizations. They would have probably thought about that. but they all mustered all the energies and they rallied behind Power with Prosperity Fund, and they step up and contributed almost. One day I asked Meroz how much is the spending in floods. He said 70 million. I said, are you sure it's 70 million? Because it's just few days. And how come it is 70 million? So I believe it was, no, so sorry, it was, he said 700 million. So he said, how come 700 million? He said, no, it is 700 million. Then he checked, it was 70 million. But now that we are presenting this before you, it is almost close to 700 million. So Meroz, even though it was a great tukka from his mouth, but it turned out to be almost a reality. Thank you very much once again. And please convey my heartfelt gratitude to your management, those who are not here, for this very gracious gesture on their part. Thank you very much. And sir, members, I was expecting your chairman. He looks like he's busy, but again, please pass on my special thanks to him. Thank you.
Last year, Chairman NEPRA, under his CSR drive, Power with Prosperity, launched K Electric Women Ambassador Program, Roshni Baji. It was the first of its kind program in which selected women will become ambassadors of safety, aiming to promote awareness for the efficient usage of electricity, along with conversion from hook connections within their communities. In the first batch of 40 women, different women from different communities of Karachi were trained. Have a look at their journey in this video clip.
काफ़ी चेंजेस आए रोशनी बाजी प्रोग्राम के साथ जुड़ के मेरी लाइफ के अंदर वो काफ़ी सारे चेंजेस आए और जैसे कि सबसे पहली चीज़ तो मैं इंडिपेंडेंट हो गई कि मुझे एक परमानेंट सैलरी मिल रही थी और दूसरा उसके अलावा मैं एक रोल मॉडल थी अपने बच्चों के लिए.
So I can see the day one, a girl sitting in the corner, not talking to anyone, not raising her hand to answer questions, and now she can shout and whistle in front of the stadium. मैंने अपना एक YouTube चैनल भी स्टार्ट किया था फर्स्ट डे से ही कि मैं कर सकती हूँ, तो मैं शॉर्ट वीडियो क्लिप्स बनाती थी कि देखिए ये मैंने किया. अपने हस्बैंड को मैं मतलब उन्हें साबित करना चाहती थी कि मैं कर सकती हूँ और मैंने करके दिखाया. पहले बारिश के मौसम में बहुत हादसा होते थे. अब ये के इलेक्ट्रिक ने रोशनी बाजी को मुतारिफ करवाया तो मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ कि हमारा इलाका सेफ रहेगा, महफूज रहेगा.
रोशनी बाजी के आने से हमें बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ. हमें ऐसी मालूमात मिली जो पहले हमें मालूम नहीं थी. इन्होंने हमें वो भी बताया कि हम इनको कैसे हम जो है ना इनसे बच सकते हैं, इन हादसात से.
It gives me immense pleasure to announce that we have with us Mr. Hassam Siddiqui, Manager Media and PR K Electric, along with Roshni Baji Abira and Roshni Baji Binish. I would request you all to come up on stage and give us a little more insight into the program.
Assalamu alaikum. It gives me an immense pleasure to be here and presenting the journey of our Roshni Bajis. First of all, I would like to thank Honorable Chairman NEPRA and the honorable members of NEPRA Authority to invite our Roshni Bajis to give their journey in front of you. So here with us, we have Abira Kamran, who is our Roshni Baji from the first batch, and then we have Binish, Roshni Baji from the second batch. I'm going to ask them how their life has changed, how it has this entire program has impacted one by one. So first of all, Abira, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगा कि इस प्रोग्राम से पहले आप अपनी लाइफ जर्नी के बारे में बताएं और ये बताएं कि इस प्रोग्राम ने आपको किस तरह से चेंज किया या क्या ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन से आई. थैंक यू.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मेरा नाम अबीरा कामरान है और मेरा ताल्लुक कराची से है, लेकिन अब मेरा ताल्लुक रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम से भी है. रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम के बारे में मुझे मेरी किसी जानने वाले से पता चला और रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम था बिल्कुल यूनिक, जो बिल्कुल नया और ऐसा प्रोग्राम जो मैंने कभी सुना नहीं था कि हम जो घर में बैठी हुई खवातीन हैं, पढ़ लिख कर अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह मैंने मास्टर किया हुआ है एमए इकोनॉमिक्स और मैं पढ़ लिख कर घर में सिर्फ हाउस वाइफ थी. तो मुझे रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम से ये फायदा हुआ कि मतलब मैं अपने जैसी इतनी सारी खवातीन को ये पैगाम पहुंचा सकूं, उन्हें अवेयरनेस दे सकूं कि रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम है क्या. हम लोगों के घर जाकर उन्हें सेफ्टी की अवेयरनेस देते थे, उन्हें सब बताते थे कि किस तरह आप बिजली यूज कर सकते हैं, किस तरह आप अपनी सेफ्टी कर सकते हैं, किस तरह आप इस प्रोग्राम से फायदा उठा सकते हैं.
थैंक यू सो मच. बेनिश, अब मैं आपसे चाहूंगा कि आप नाज़रीन को बताएं कि किस तरह से रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम के बारे में आपको पता चला और किस तरह से उसने आपको इम्पैक्ट किया.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, मेरा नाम बेनिश रोशनीबाजी है. मैंने मास्टर्स किया हुआ है और मेरे 2 बच्चे हैं. रोशनीबाजी प्रोग्राम के बारे में मुझे मेरी एक फ्रेंड ने बताया था कि इलेक्ट्रिक एक प्रोग्राम लॉन्च कर रहा है जिसका नाम है रोशनीबाजी. तो उसने मुझे ये बताया कि ये फील्ड वर्क है. जब उसने मुझे ये बताया कि एक फील्ड वर्क है तो मुझे ये लगा कि मैं फील्ड वर्क कैसे करूंगी. पर जब मुझे ये पता चला कि इलेक्ट्रिक जो है ना हमें एकदम से फील्ड में नहीं उतारी, उससे पहले जो है ना हमें बहुत सारी ट्रेनिंग्स दी गई थी. तो वो हमें मार्शल आर्ट की ट्रेनिंग दी गई और सेल्फ डिफेंस की ट्रेनिंग दी गई, हमें कम्युनिकेशन की ट्रेनिंग दी गई और सबसे जो अच्छी ट्रेनिंग मुझे लगी वो ये थी कि हमें इलेक्ट्रिशियन की ट्रेनिंग दी गई. तो
Thank you so much for the certificate distribution to Roshni. I would like to call upon Mrs. Chairman NEPRA to please.
Binish or Binish and Abira.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you. Now, K Electric 711 Innovation Challenge. K 711 Challenge is an amazing program which was designed for entrepreneurs, startups, researchers, and UN Sustainable Development Goals, or to solve specific problem statements identified by KE. Today, 3 winners of KE 711 Innovation Challenge are here with us. Let's have a look at their achievements with this video clip.
K711 Plus Innovation Challenge is the first of its kind in the power sector, which collaborates with catalysts and change makers to innovate towards a sustainable future underpinned by energy resilience and access. It attempts to push the boundaries of tech and social innovations to solve our more pressing problems as a utility to benefit society at large.
The challenge reaffirms our pledge to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goals 7 and 11. We're very fortunate to have access to the brightest and most passionate minds who are amongst us here today to help us solve the climate crisis. In this day and age, investing in sustainability is no longer optional.
Electric Innovation Challenge has been simply phenomenal.
A wonderful experience. Very nice and very constructive.
A great platform for aspiring entrepreneurs and students.
The ideas are disruptive, fresh.
We need to push innovation and agility for improved customer experience. Contribute to a climate resilient power infrastructure and enable the green power transition.
As leaders of the Pakistan's power market, we are eager to scale up these projects across the power value chain and benefit the industry and customers at large.
As an academic researcher, I think these competitions provide an opportunity for us to come out of our silos and work with for real clients, real problems, real challenges.
K Innovation Challenge has been a fantastic experience for us. Not only did we get exposure to subject matter experts across various areas like marketing, finance, technology, etc., but we also had the opportunity to interact with peers who are working on fascinating projects in various domains.
Our prototype is ready, and the next step is to scale it up and apply it on the whole K infrastructure. Winning this competition will help us get the investment needed for this task, and the mentorship that we got really gave us a good feedback so we can improve our product.
In this part of the world, having a vertically integrated utility, that itself was a huge innovative idea. आपको NEPRA का platform offer करता हूँ, जिसमें कि I'll offer you the biggest canvas possible, और आपको opportunity दूंगा सारे जितने भी यहाँ पे लोग अभी participate किया है कि वो अपनी जो भी innovation है वो पूरी power industry of पाकिस्तान को showcase करें.
Today, we'll honor the top 3 achievers of K711 Innovation Challenge. We have Team LUMS with us, but before that, I would like to call upon Chairman NEPRA on the stage for the certificate distribution. Team LUMS, please. Give them a huge round of applause, please. Team Easy Bike. On behalf of NUST, we'll request Mr. Rafi from K Electric to receive their certificate. You can. Sorry.
Just wanted to remind my team that I made a promise very publicly. So we have to provide all those who contested, the shortlisted ones, this NEPRA's platform, so that they can pitch all the innovative ideas to the entire power sector of Pakistan. So that's the New Year's resolution and assignment.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let's have a look at a short video to see how tremendous our licensees have worked this year in CSR Drive.
And now, without further ado, it is time to announce the licensees who have managed to make an internal contribution in their activities relevant to NEPRA's CSR drive. These licensees have rightly achieved NEPRA's category awards. I please request Chairman NEPRA to come up on stage and distribute the award to the winning company. First and foremost, followed by Port Qasim Electric Power Company. Hubco. Islamabad Electric Supply Company, ISCO. Lastly, Nishat Chunia Private Limited. And now the moment that we have all been eagerly waiting for. Our tip of the spears. It's time to announce the top performing companies and award winners. Starting off with the Bronze Award.
The Bronze Award goes to Pedo. Silver Award goes to K Electric. Please.
May I please request K Electric to just give me 1 second.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Chairman NEPRA and all these distinguished guests, Assalamu alaikum. As I attended this event for the first time, I feel something is missing, which Pedo is doing and that is not presented over here in the social sector. Beside these mega project where we are doing something like bridges, mosque, and hospital, another thing as a part of the mega project which are connected to the national grid. Pedo is doing something major in the social sector, which I want to share. That is that we are spending almost 30 billion rupees from our own resource and from the provincial government resources on solarization of masajid, solarization of schools, BHUs, and all these, which is almost creating 24 megawatt electricity, where there is no aspect of revenue. We are not earning any revenue. We are doing it, and we are doing in the social sector, hand it over to the society, and they get benefit from it. Besides this, we have a scheme of mini micro, which again project. We construct almost 316 mini micro powerhouses in the northern 12 district, which are creating 29 megawatt of electricity off grid in that area, and that is utilized as a social scheme in that area where the national grid is not extended. So we spend almost 5 billion in that, which is functioning, and another phase of that is now started, where we will be generating another 40 megawatt of off-grid electricity in the entire province. That again is a social sector project. We are having no aspect of revenue collecting in that. We just hand it over, train the people, and they're maintaining it themselves. Again, I'll mention one area that we are also working as a distributor in one a remote area of Chitral Itu district. In 1999, we have constructed Rishun hydropower project, which is still working and is functional. Rather, it has now increased its capacity from 4, and that is again in the upgrade area. And we since then are providing electricity at a cheap cost of 4. Previously it was 2 rupees, now it's 4.5 rupees per kilowatt hour, and that is the upgrade. And that is on no profit, no loss basis. Only we keep our expenditure of the staff because there is 240 kilometer of long transmission line and distribution system. So these all are the areas is working, and it's for the first time. So we couldn't mention that here in our program. So next time we will also mention that. Thank you very much.
Now again, we would like to announce Silver Award goes to K Electric. Please give them a huge round of applause, Team K Electric. And now, what we've been waiting for, the most important gold award goes to Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission. Please give them a huge round of applause. Team PAEC, please come up on the stage. Please, all the 3 winners, PDO, K Electric, PAEC.
Once again, I would like to say thanks to everybody who participated, all those who are on Zoom, and all the management and professional and all the participants who have made it possible. Special congratulations to Atomic Energy, KE and PDO. And this doesn't stop it here. KE, while you are at number 2, you have to get your first award, inshallah, next time. So keep pushing. In the first batch, they graduated 40 Roshni Bajis. In the second one, they graduated 60. This time, I was so humbled that he invited me for the prize distribution and the graduation ceremony for both 100. So inshallah, next year we'll be seeing graduation of Roshni Bajis. And you will also see, inshallah, these Roshni Bajis practically contributing to the power sector of Pakistan, because I've asked them that their employer won't only be KE, but now that you have done this electrician course, the entire Pakistan, all the discos could be potentially your employer, or the other organizations who might be requiring the services of female electricians. So please, consider them and use this fantastic, very unorthodox, very out-of-box solution to also implement, especially CEO, ISCO is sitting, CEO, PIDO is sitting. Please, I think it's a high time I also mentioned, because I don't know when I'm going to see you again, but we have not only taken initiative on Power with Prosperity only, but we have taken 4 more initiatives which are interconnected. So the second one is Power with Safety, which is basically to jack up or beef up the health, safety, and environment initiatives in Pakistan. So next week, exactly same day, same time, next week, we'll be inshallah celebrating our awards for HSC. So I'm quite sure most of you would also be invited. Mr. Suhail is organizing that, and he requested me that he would like to do it after CSR team, because he would like to make it even a bigger show. And he just told me that Chinese ambassador has very graciously accepted his request to be the chief guest. So, Madam, you won't be the chief guest on that day. So, a Chinese ambassador has already taken over your position. So, the third one is Power with Security, which is basically to provide the cyber security to all the power assets of Pakistan. We had a fantastic seminar slash webinar in which one guy from US and the second guy from Russia. I mean, they generally don't sit together, but on NEPRA's webinars and seminars, they were jointly presenting, and it was a fantastic, wonderful seminar arranged by our IT team. Kuratulan, where are you? I can't see you. She has already left. And the other team members of IT, they are doing a phenomenal job by arranging these seminars and webinars on cybersecurity. The fourth one is Power with Unity. We are trying to bring the academia and industry together. We have already recently made a portal whereby, like a matchmaking software application. We are going to put all our licensees there, as well as the industry. The licensees are going to come up with their problem statements, and industry is going, academia is going to pick those problem statements and try to provide very cheap and fast solutions to those problems. My idea is that every single engineer or even non-engineer who's graduating from university, they should be doing projects which are meant to improve something on ground, instead of doing very complicated projects having no contribution to the society per se. So that's what is called Power with Unity, and I'm already working with all the major universities of Pakistan on that. The last one being Power with Equality. Our women folk, they are almost close to 50%, but unfortunately, they are, even though they are studying very hard, and if you go to any university, they are empowering boys, but somehow that number is not reflected in their induction. So I'm trying my level best that these girls should be having a bigger presence in the power sector of Pakistan. And I've always been requesting all the licensees that they should give more opportunity to female workers. And even if they are graduating and they are inducted, which is, again, the number is very small, they are not getting into the leadership positions. So we have to induct females to take them to the top position, so that they become the role models and attract other females. So that's what the idea is. It's called Power with Equality. So all these are very much connected, and as you guys have delivered, and as I've already said, that you have proven not only that you got the best brains, but also the best hearts. If my Chinese friends are trying to understand what I'm trying to say by saying big hearts, means that you have the generosity, the magnanimity to basically come forward and spend from your profits for the benefit of the society, for the benefit of community. All these projects are for 25 plus years, especially our atomic energy projects are now 70, 80 years. Our hydro projects are like 50 plus years, 60, 70, 80 years. So 3, 4, 5 generations will be grown in that period. So it's a must that you must invest in those communities so that all you never know if you have invested in somebody, who's probably right now belongs to a very humble background, might get an opportunity because of your CSR work to rise and be a leader for himself, for his family, for his community, and for his province. And you never know, maybe for the country or maybe for the entire world. So this is our responsibility to provide opportunities to the people. And today you have proven that there is a sheer Zahannam hoi matti to badi zarkhez saki by Iqbal. So you have proven that this matti is very zarkhez, and all we did was just to make it a little numb. And the moment NEPRA, being the regulator, tried to give it little push to make it numb, you guys have delivered and make it extremely fertile and zarkhez. With this, once again, I thank everybody, and inshallah will continue with this, hopefully, even if I leave, with this NEPRA Awards and all the good work that we are doing. Thank you.
And now appreciation certificates for NEPRA employees who extended support to CSR department, starting off with Mr. Irfan Munawwal, legal advisor, KEP. Mr. Tafail Ahmed Mehman, Director, Admin. Masroor Khan, Director, Media. Rana Rashid, Senior Protocol Officer. Asfaniyar Farooq, Deputy Director, Admin. Mr. Mohammed Akram, Deputy Director, IT. Nashirwan Akhtar, Deputy Director, IT. Azrullah Qureshi, Assistant Director, M&E.
Mr. Haider Ali, Assistant Director. Mr. Sajid Hussain Bhatti, Webmaster. Mr. Shahryar Khan, Protocol Officer. Mr. Kamran Khan, Office Assistant.
Ms. Kashif Awan, Office Assistant. Mr. Usman Sohail, Photographer. Ms. Manu, Mr. Shaukat. Mr. Sami Iqbal. Ms. Javeria Jafar. Mr. Mehroz Rafiq, CSR Head.
आज
May I now please request Mrs. Chairman, Ms. Iram Tawseef, to please come up on stage.
guest of honor.
But sir. Refreshments are arranged for you outside in the pre-function hall here. You may all please proceed over there. Thank you.